Well, hey everybody, 650 Eve here. Welcome home to the channel. It's almost over. This is the last month for our beautiful 2023 Aprilia Rsv4 Factory Speed White Build Series. On August 30th, we're going to be having our random drawing for this amazing machine. But in this video, Zak the Master Mechanic has the last part to install onto this beautiful bike. And I've got to show you guys the awesome new Cardo Packtalk Pro. This beautiful machine with all of its parts supplied to us by our good buddy Miami Manny at Motomillion looks outstanding, and at the end of this video, Zak will fire this beast up so you can hear it roar. But very quickly, I want to show you guys my beautiful Supertech R10 Alpinestars helmets. They are both set up for Cardo devices. This one has the Packtalk Edge, and it has, of course, its magnetic connection, which is absolutely outstanding. And I've got my other helmet set up to accept the Packtalk Pro. And we have the box right here, and it's nicely, oh, I love it. I love the artwork and everything. This box reminds me of some sort of iPhone unit or something. It's such high quality materials. Inside of this packaging, you do have the new 45mm JBL speakers, which, by the way, guys, sounds absolutely phenomenal inside these helmets. Our good buddy Joe from Sills has already installed it into my new Team Red Supertech R10 helmet. But let's take a look at how the Packtalk Pro looks in comparison to the Edge. They look very similar indeed. Yeah, kind of hard to tell, but I do like the more stealthy look of the Pro. And what I also like about the Pro is it still keeps its magnetic connection. If you have an Edge, you can use it with the Pro and vice versa. That is so awesome. So again, if you have a Packtalk Edge, the connection works with the Packtalk Pro. The Packtalk Pro also has crash alert detection. So basically what that means, you can set up in the settings a person to contact if you get into what I call an agricultural experience or an accident. And the Cardo Packtalk Pro will contact that person, letting them know that you need assistance. That's awesome. It also has auto on and off, further extending the already stellar battery life in these devices. So that is really nice as well. And I already mentioned the fantastic speakers, but yeah, look at how it looks mounted to the helmet. Wow. Packtalk Pro, totally awesome. Let's pack this machine up and head over to Sills Motor Sales, where Zak is waiting to install the final part.
Rsv4R is up on the bench, back with a new bike build video where we're installing parts on it that's more exciting than a seat cover.
Yes.
And some maintenance on a BMW, but hey, sometimes that's what happens behind the scenes anyway.
Yeah.
So we got this super cool bracket, currently one-off bracket.
Look at that.
Final prototype stage from Amesco Engineering.
That's billet aluminum.
Yeah, we're gonna be able to put this on our motorcycle. You can see it's got a spot to mount the wheel speed sensor. And we're gonna take this caliper and it'll flip it upside down, so we have an underslung caliper. Makes it easier for tire changes, gets the mass more centralized.
Yes.
Biggest thing's probably tire changes.
Well, fun fact, Zak, the previous generation of the Rsv4 factory that I had, it was called the 1100 factory, came with underslung.
Really?
Yes, it did.
So yeah, I guess there's other brackets out there that work, but they don't work with stock wheels. This works with your stock wheels.
That's perfect.
And it works with ABS, because not only do you get this bracket, it comes as a kit with this line.
From Friend Tubo?
Yeah, the line's Friend Tubo.
That's nice. Okay.
So we'll see how well it fits. Hopefully, oh, we got a little adjuster here. Interesting. So yeah, we'll have to get all this stuff off, drain the brake system, and mount it up and see how well it all fits. But this is supposed to be just bolt on, work with all your stock stuff, so that's pretty cool.
It's made in England, and it's made by the same company. The same guy that makes those parts makes parts for World Superbike machines, including the bike that Top Rat currently rides.
Yeah, that he's riding the wheels off of.
Yeah. Holy
cow, that's been fun to watch.
M1000?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Located the ABS box.
Yes.
Under the gas tank, of course. But looks like you should be able to get away with just propping the tank up. Don't have to take it all the way off. So now we just got to drain the brake fluid out of the rear brake system. This doesn't have a separate reservoir. It's all in this master cylinder here. So we'll just pop that cap off and suck the brake fluid out. Now we have our caliper. It's going to look like that now.
Nice. Yeah.
I mean, it is a pretty nice rear caliper. It just doesn't have the fancy finish of the one that we usually use, but it's not all that heavy.
Let's see. No, it's not. Not at all.
guy right here, and we'll set it right to the tire, and that's just gonna act like a third hand for me, holding the wheel in place.
Nice.
How's it look with the extended swing arm?
It looks good, man. It really does.
Here's a quick difference between cast aluminum and billet aluminum. So you can see how this has like a softer, smooth finish on it.
Yeah.
Because it was literally molten aluminum that was poured in between two pieces of sand, and it was cast.
Yeah.
And then maybe cleaned up a little bit. This came from a chunk of aluminum and then went through a CNC machine, and it did all the work.
It's beautiful.
You can see where the machining marks are there.
Yeah.
And in there. So quick difference between cast and billet. But this is how our bracket's gonna look. It looks like it's gonna work out so far. ABS sensor up top.
Yeah.
Caliper mount on the bottom. I finally got the...
I'm the type of guy, Zach, that I'd probably try to keep this thing clean once it's installed.
Oh yeah, definitely. So then I got our brake line fished through. Up here, it was the blue one. If you wind up doing this, they have colors on them. It's down here, let me grab it.
On the ground.
We did a quick behind the scenes video, which you get if you're a patron. Go check it out, feel free to join. But they color coded all of them, but nowhere in the service manual does it say what color goes where.
Yeah.
So if you wind up doing this, it's the blue one.
Okay.
Because it wasn't the easiest to figure out. And then there's a zip tie around all the brake lines that you need to cut so you can get it out. Up here we have this nice adjustable fitting. That's super cool because look, it's gonna fit perfectly against our ABS box there.
Oh yeah.
Where sometimes, remember the BMW one, I had to cut the plastic, or it was just, I was bending this and hopefully it didn't break. So this is super nice. Thanks, friend Tubo, for hooking that up. They sent banjo bolts. Let's see if they actually work. Man, he did send us some pictures to work off of, which is nice.
Yes.
That's how I know that this end of this went to the caliper. Let's get this guy snugged up here, and then we can snug up that other adjustable part of the fitting. 12mm wrench, we'll want to tighten up this adjustable fitting here now that it's all nicely in line. Okay, that's nice and tight, shouldn't leak. Take a quick peek, see if this zip tie is replaceable that I cut. It doesn't look like it.
Okay.
They tell you to put it on before you put the ABS box on, so I don't think we're gonna be able to re-zip tie. Wouldn't mind getting it out of there though. Let's see. So we got the rear caliper torque at 25 Newton meters. For the bolts, since we're reusing the stock bolts, it's the same torque. And ABS sensors mounted up. Gotta torque the fitting for this guy, which should be the same 23. Just about getting ready to put the wheel back on, so that's pretty cool. So far, everything's working quite well.
Yeah.
The wheel will be the last part of this here. So not really any easier, but not really any more difficult than doing it on top. Unfortunately, the caliper sticks inward a lot.
Yes.
So it's still kind of in the way of the wheel, and with it not having a true quick change setup, even with this stand, still wish it was easier, but.
Yes. Looks cooler.
Yes. All right, let's see, get this out of the way. Snug this up a little bit, and then we got the moment of truth. Does everything spin and not hit?
Right.
Yes, looking good. No clunking noises, clearing the spokes by a lot. ABS sensor looks lined up really nicely. They do give a spec for a sensor gap, but we're not gonna investigate that unless we wind up with an ABS light issue.
Yep.
So I think we can tighten up the axle and get some brake fluid back in this system. All right, so I got the brake system all bled out, and as you can see, we now have rear brake. It actually bled out very nicely. Looks like our sensor gap is pretty even all the way around, so that's good. Of course, we'll take it for a test ride. I was kind of surprised how easy it bled out, because if you look, our reservoir is well below the ABS box.
Yeah.
So this all has to get filled with fluid. So this would be a great spot for air to get trapped. If you're doing this and you can't get your lever to come back, or you're not happy with the way your lever feels when you're done, I would probably crack this, the fitting, the screw for the brake line fitting. Like, crack it, have a rag up there, push down, and I bet you get your air bubble out right there.
Yeah.
Our brake lever came out feeling really well though. All right, so got back from a successful test ride. Everything worked like it should. No real notice of performance difference, but it does look different.
It does.
So check it out.
Looks more like a race bike.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And yeah, so that's what we got done today in the build video. Successful, and bike's looking great. Ready to go to its new home.
Yes, that's right.
So we just got to figure out whether we did an oil change or not. If we didn't, maybe we'll show you a video of that. If we did, then you already saw it.
Yes.
But no, cool. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time.
You got it. Thanks, Zach, man. Yeah, he's right. We're almost done with this bike. We have this X-Trenta seat cowl part coming back in that's revised so it won't fly away. And then this bike will be ready to send away to its new home. You can still enter to win this motorcycle. Always the first link in the description of my videos. Thanks for viewing, guys. We will catch you next time on the 650E YouTube channel.